2003, a new engine design was put to the drawing boards. Yamaha's perseverance and deep belief in the potential of the VMAX would keep the project alive. Cost was no issue, and this time, the bike would be built around the engine. But this engine would be derived from super sport bike technologies like Yamaha's YZF-R1 and YZF-R6, which include new racing engine technologies such as forged pistons and FS-centered connecting rods, alloy cylinders, and electronic controls. The result is a 1680cc engine that delivers monster power but does not compromise the ride. This would be the centerpiece for Yamaha to move forward with the new VMAX. But now the challenge of the acceleration curve was needed to give the VMAX its trademark-inspired performance. The V-Boost system worked for the original VMAX, but Yamaha needed 21st century technology for the new VMAX. Thus, the GENIC system was born. GENIC is original Yamaha technology that reacts jointly, much like the human body's eyes and hands. It is this synchronicity that puts electronically controlled performance at the rider's fingertips. GENIC's two main elements are YCCI and YCCT. YCCI uses electronic control to automatically adjust the length of the intake funnels. So with the twist of the throttle at high speeds, the intake funnel length changes from long to short, giving optimum performance at high speed and acceleration. YCCT is designed to respond to the throttle action of the rider to instantly and precisely control the volume of air intake for the perfect fuel-air mixture. On the original VMAX, the V-Boost kicked in at 7,000 RPM like a jet fighter's afterburners. But with the new VMAX, that kind of surging dual curve acceleration is available whenever the rider twists the throttle, regardless of RPM. This breakthrough in technology on Yamaha motorcycles achieves that exhilarating acceleration curve while giving the rider a raw surge of power.
We built 6 different prototypes for this motorcycle. The most challenging and critical parts of this entire project were creating the ideal engine volume and finding the best location within the frame for an engine that size. Now, even though figures showed that the frame and engine were balanced proportionally, the actual riding experience did not feel the same. So, without compromising the engine's power or visual strength, we wound up building dozens of different frames. In order to feel the extraordinary acceleration of this motorcycle and the power and presence of its engine, we had to design a frame that would maximize the rear wheel's adherence to the road. In building the head pipe and a stiff pivot, it would be most effective to connect these elements in a straight line, but that would hide the engine. I've been developing motorcycles for almost 20 years now. My goal is to create motorcycles that are not only enjoyable to ride, but also visually appealing. My approach to development comes from not only the point of view of an engineer, but also from the perspective of a rider.
It was not only vital, but unique that test riders were also involved throughout the entire process in creating the new VMAX. They were instrumental in designing the feel of the ride and providing feedback to help fine-tune the motorcycle. The result is a new VMAX frame with high vertical rigidity and responsive cornering performance.